Hello students. So today we are back for class 12th again, and today our chapter is Should Wizard Hit Mommy? Very important chapter from board's point of view, because here a very important question is raised by the writer through the character of this story. And this question relates to the morality, relates to the values which parents want their children to have in them. And this is always we can say a constant effort by the parents to teach their children certain values through maybe their everyday games or everyday stories or some everyday acts which they do. So this is always, we can say, a conscious effort by the parents, and this is what this story is trying to show. So this story, Should Wizard Hit Mommy, is by John Updike. John Updike, who was an American novelist, poet, short story writer, art critic, and literary critic. In his lifespan, he has written near about 20 novels, more than a dozen short story collections, as well as poetry collections and his criticism collection. So literary criticism he has done a lot. So this story here, maybe in this John Updike, he is again raising very important question through the characters of this story. Now let's start with the chapter. I'm reading the intro first of all. Here's a story about the world view of a little child and the difficult moral question she raises during the story session with her father. So she's a small girl, but she raises very intelligent questions. Now let's start. In the evenings and for Saturday naps like today's, Jack told his daughter Jo. Now when you are preparing your questions, you are to remember the names of these characters, means who is Jack, who is Jo. You are not to get confused while writing your answers, because sometimes in a hurry you do these mistakes. So Jack told his daughter, it means Jack is the name of father and daughter's name is Jo. Jack told his daughter Jo a story out of his head. So every day, out of his head means it's not that this is story something he's reading from a book. No. Every day it means this father is coining the story for the daughter. This custom began when she was 2. Okay. When the daughter was just 2 years old, at that time, this father started telling the story to the daughter. So this custom started at that time, was itself now nearly 2 years old. Okay. So when the daughter was just 2 years old, then only he started telling the story. And now we can say for the last near about 2 years, he had been telling the story. So your one question, MCQ question, can be the age of the girl. So it means the age is 4 years old, because she was 2, then father started doing it, telling the story, and now for the last 2 years he has been telling the story. It means now the daughter's age is 4. This custom began when she was 2, was itself now nearly 2 years old, and his head felt empty. So it means for the last 2 years he had been telling the stories, and that's why sometimes he would feel that maybe nothing is now left. He has told maybe everything, whatever he could imagine. Each new story was a slight variation of a basic tale. Now your 2 marks question can be about, first of all, what was the basic tale? Means this father, he is not reading the story from some storybook. He was actually always telling the story, coining the story. And that's why he did not change the story every day, because he was not having that many we can say imaginations, and that's why he was actually telling the same story again and again with bit variation. Okay, so what was the story which he had been telling for the last 2 years? What was the basic tale? This can be your 2 marks question. Okay, so what was the basic tale? Now, basic tale is, underline all these lines and learn it by heart. Basic tale is a small creature, usually named Roger. Okay, the story is about a creature whose name he would always give the name to this creature Roger only, because maybe he cannot imagine everyday new names. So this creature is always Roger, named Roger, Roger Fish, Roger Squirrel, Roger Chipmunk. Means every day there would be new creature, but the name would be always Roger. One day it can be Roger Fish, other day it can be Roger Squirrel. So this way creature would be new, but the name would be same, that is Roger. So the story would always be about Roger. Then what is next thing which is always same, that this Roger had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. So in the story, every day he would tell that this Roger is having some problem, and for the solution of this problem, he would be going to the wise owl, okay, old owl. The owl told him to go to the wizard. And here the owl would, every day in the story, owl would say that he is not having the solution of this particular problem, and he would advise this creature, whatever this creature is, he would advise this Roger creature to go to the wizard. Wizard means magician, who is having the powers, super powers we can say. So he would be advising him to go to the wizard. And the wizard performed a magic spell that solved the problem. And then in the story, this creature would go to the wizard, and wizard would be solving the problem, demanding in payment a number of pennies greater than the number that Roger creature had. And after giving the solution of the problem, this wizard would every day, after the problem is solved, he would then ask for the money, and every day in the story, this wizard would ask for more money than this creature is having. And maybe this is just to, we can say, increase the length of the story, that this creature is not having that much money which is demanded by the wizard after giving the solution. But in the same breath, directing the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. And when he asked, naturally he would ask for more money, and the creature would say, sorry, I am not having that much money. Then wizard himself would be directing him to go to one particular place where the creature would find more pennies, and then creature would get the pennies from there and give it to the wizard. Then Roger was so happy he played many games with other creatures. So this way creature would go to that particular place, okay, where he would find extra pennies, and then he would take those pennies, he would come back to the wizard, would give this money to the wizard, and then he would be very happy with the solutions. Then Roger was so happy he played many games with other creatures and went home to his mother just in time to hear the train whistle that brought his daddy home from Boston. So this is again part of the story only, that this creature would go home, and this creature first of all would go back and have good time with the friends, and then in the evening, in the late evening, he would go back home, and he would wait for his daddy to come back from work, who actually works in some other city, and the daddy is to come in through train. So daddy come back home from Boston, and we can say every day in the story, the daddy works in Boston. Jack described their supper. Then in order to make the story little bit more lengthy, Now Jack would be talking in, we can say, elaborately about the supper that the creature would be having, that dinner creature would be having with the family. And the story was over. So after this description of the dinner only, the dining table only, the story would be over. So this way you are to now remember this basic tale, that there is a creature. This creature can be different creature, but the name would remain same, that is Roger. And this creature, this Roger creature, would be having a problem. The problem can be any problem, maybe in different stories, different problems, but every day this creature is having a problem. For the solution, creature would go to the old owl, who is considered to be wise old owl, but the owl is not having solution for that particular problem. Then the owl would be directing him to go to wizard. Wizard would be giving the solution, and in return he would be asking for money, more money than this creature is having. Then this wizard himself only would be telling him to go to a particular place from where this creature could get more money. Okay, that extra money. So creature would go over there, take the money from there, come back to wizard, give the money to wizard, and then he would come back to his place, would play happily with the friends because now the problem is solved. And then he would go back home, would wait for the daddy to come back from Boston, and when daddy comes back, then he would be having dinner, and here father would be elaborating the dining table, and then the story would be over. Okay, so this story he was telling for the last 2 years. The little girl, not so little anymore. The bumps her feet made under the covers were halfway down the bed, their big double bed that they let her be in for naps and when she was sick. Actually, now this little girl is not that little. Now she's 4-year-old girl, and she has got height also, and that's why bump means movements. Okay, which her legs were, we can say, making the movements. Now she is actually lying on the bed because father said, okay, you come here, lie down, then only I will start the story. So she is on the bed, but now she is no more a small little girl of 2 years. She has got the height also. That's why now this big bed, okay, on which she is now lying, she has already covered half of the bed. Means she has got that much height that she has covered half of the bed. Okay. Under the covers were halfway down the bed. Okay, means her legs can cover half the bed. And when she was sick, actually normally she comes over here, or maybe she used to sleep with parents whenever she was sick, otherwise she was having her own bed. Okay, and now when she's lying, this is what first of all maybe the first thing which the father noticed, that the daughter had got height. Okay, so now this girl had at last arranged herself, means now she's lying on the bed, and from the way her fat face deep in the pillow shone in the sunlight, sifting through the drawn shades. Now he had drawn the shades also, so that no daylight comes in sight, so that her daughter gets this feeling that yes, she should sleep, but still maybe the sunlight, little bit sunlight is coming, sifting through the shades, and daughter maybe she's smart enough to get to know, to realize that this is not night time, this is still daytime. Okay, when she could go out and play. Okay, so she's lying on the pillow, her head is on the soft pillow. It did not seem fantastic that some magic would occur and she would take her nap like an infant of 2. Actually, even father also maybe has this idea, this feeling, this realization that this girl is actually now not that girl who is 2 years old girl and who is ready to sleep after the story. Okay, even father is having this realization, but even then he tries his best that he should tell the story and the daughter should take nap. Though maybe he also knows that this needs only a magic only, otherwise she will not take nap. Her brother Bobby was 2 and already asleep with his bottle. Jack asked, who shall the story be about today? So 2-year-old son is already sleeping. Daughter is actually, because she's not 2 years old girl, that's why she is not in a mood to take nap, though she's interested to hear the story. Okay, so now father says, okay, now you tell me, now what should be the story today about? Roger. Jo squeezed her eyes shut and smiled to the thinking. To be thinking, she was thinking. Now, though father is always having the same name Roger, even then the daughter showed or pretended as if she is thinking very deep, and suddenly she says, yes, today you tell the story of Roger. Her eyes opened. Her mother's blue skunk, she said firmly. And when she was thinking with closed eyes, and suddenly she opened the eyes and she said, okay, today you tell the story of Roger. And suddenly this father also noticed that her eyes were like her mother's eyes, that is blue eyes. And suddenly what she said, today you tell the story of skunk, a new animal. They must talk about skunks at nursery school. Suddenly father realized that this is really very new animal, because this is not very common animal that children normally think or talk or listen or read in the storybooks, like elephants or fish or other animals. This is very rare animal, very new animal. But then he thought that because daughter is now 4-year-old and she has already started going to play school, so it means at play school only the teacher or the students or the books might have talked about skunk. That's why the daughter now gets the idea of skunk. Having a fresh hero momentarily stirred Jack to creative enthusiasm. And suddenly, because it was always out of his head, the story, he was always maybe coining the story, okay, on the spot only. And today, because it was very new creature, so suddenly he became more enthusiastic and more creative for the story. All right, he said. Once upon a time, in the deep dark woods, there was a tiny little creature by the name of Roger Skunk, and he smelled very bad. And now he started a story. He said, okay, yes, today we will have the story of Roger Skunk. So this story is about Roger Skunk, who was living in the woods, in the forest, in the jungle, and he had very bad smell. Yes, Jo said. Now Jo is now giving answers, so that father also gets to know that she is very attentive. He smelled so bad that none of the other little woodland creatures would play with him. Now the father is giving the further details. Okay. Now what father said, he said actually this Roger Skunk, he had that bad smell that other creatures would not play with him. Jo looked at him solemnly. Now when he said that this creature was not having any friends or nobody was ready to play with him, Jo was suddenly very serious, because Jo is just 4-year-old daughter, and 4-year-old child cannot imagine life without playmates. Okay, so that's why she was suddenly very solemn, very serious. She hadn't foreseen this, because though even she also knows the story, or at least storyline, but she had never imagined that in this skunk story, in this creature, okay, skunk creature, this can be the turning point where this father would be talking about skunk who is not having any friend, any other creature who is ready to play with him because of the bad smell. He had not even imagined this thing in the story. And father continued. Whenever he would go out to play, Jack continued with zest, remembering certain humiliations of his own childhood. Now, father was not in a mood to stop and to see the reaction of reaction of the daughter. He just continued with the story. Maybe at the back of his mind were coming some his own old memories. Okay, maybe he also in his own childhood he might have suffered some humiliations in the class or with the students, with the friends. Okay, maybe he was thinking that also, and then he continued with the story. And what he said, all of the other tiny animals would cry, oh, here comes Roger's stinky skunk, and they would run away, and Roger Skunk would stand there all alone. So he continued with the story that Roger Skunk would come in the woodland and he would be interested to play with other mates where other creatures are playing. He would come over there, but when other creatures would see this Roger skunk, they would all run away shouting that this stinky skunk has come. And he would keep standing over there. And Roger skunk would stand there all alone, and two little round tears would fall from his eyes. So this much story the father told, that he would see that everybody had run away, and then he would keep standing over there, and then he would start crying. And then he explained this also, that tears would be rolling down. Okay, fall from his eyes. The corners of Joe's mouth drooped down and her lower lip bent forward as he traced with a forefinger along the side of her nose the course of one of Roger Skunk's tears. Actually, while telling the story, because even father was also very enthusiastic, so now when he was telling that Roger Skunk was left all alone and then he started crying and the tears came falling down, so he touched daughter's nose over here and he was trying to tell this is how the tears were coming down. And here daughter is also all involved in the story. Okay, her face expressions were such as if she was feeling the pain of being left all alone, especially when the friends are teasing them. Okay, so her face expressions were such. The corners of Joe's mouth drooped down. Okay, naturally Joe was also feeling very bad. My God, now what would happen? How would he play? Who would play with him? Okay, maybe all these things came, and her face was showing that expression, and father also touched her face to show this is how the tears were coming down. Won't he see the owl? She asked in a high and faintly roughened voice. Because now this daughter doesn't want to continue with this, that where this creature is left all alone. So that's why she asked, Father, but now he could go to the old wise owl to get the solution of this bad smell. Okay, because she also knows the next step. I think here only we should stop, because there I want to continue. Okay, next page in the next video. So we will stop here. Okay, in this video. I think this much is enough for this video, and please read this chapter. Okay, each and every sentence is important, because now you get MCQ and RTC from the text also. Thank you.